And now I got his respect. I got 2 ears. So I'm going to ask him to go that way. I want you out. I know. Now he's a little bit worried. I'm just going to take my time. I'm trying to push on that shoulder a little bit to say, I want you out further. Yes, thank you. And he wasn't sure what I wanted, so he's a little bit worried. So I'm just going to help him out. The worst thing I could do right now is to make him feel like he's in trouble when he's trying to figure out the answer. So when he starts moving his head around and he stops and he's got kind of that little confused look there, that just means he's like, I'm not exactly sure what you want. So I have to be very slow and methodical and take my time to give him the answer so that he doesn't feel wrong for asking a question. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not sure what the answer is. And that's where a lot of people get in trouble with horses. Good boy. Is because they think the horse is being defiant or disrespectful, and a lot of times they're just not sure what the answer is. And he can't be a confident learner if he's going to get in trouble every time he asks a question. Good. 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 I'm going to ask him to go around that barrel. I'm going to ask him to come this way. I'm going to push on the shoulder with my stick. I'm going to aim it that way. I didn't make the barrel, but that's okay. We'll make it next time. Maybe. He doesn't know the game yet. So I got to teach him. We're teaching right now. So I'm going to ask him to go that way. I'm going to put pressure towards his shoulder to go around the barrel. I'm going to back up. Then I'm going to put pressure on that shoulder and ask him to go around the barrel. Good. Now I'll let him go in another circle and just rest a moment because he did it right. I'm going to ask for a little bit more speed. So since we have these barrels out, instead of me just asking, good boy, asking him to just push his shoulder away and stuff, now I can put it to a purpose because I have a couple barrels. Good. So there's a reason why I'm pushing his shoulder. Now he's starting to get the idea. Good. He did that good, so I'm going to let him come to me. Hi. That was very good. That was very good. So I have to figure out when I'm doing something where his emotion's at and figure it in myself. Am I teaching him something, or does he know it and I'm trying to refine it? So with the circle game here, there's a little bit of confusion sometimes when I ask him to go. So I'm kind of still, sometimes he'll just go, and sometimes he's asked a lot of questions like he did. So I feel like until he really understands the answer, we're still teaching. And once he knows it, then I can refine my steps and have it be softer and lighter and, get to where I just do kind of just that, and then he'll go and just get it more and more refined all the time. So I'm just going to point, bring up some energy in my body. I'm going to tap the ground behind me because that was good, because I want a little bit more speed. Good. I love when he lowers his head right there, like that. Good. So I'm going to reward it. And I'm rewarding it by getting really soft in my body and saying good and feeling good, and he can feel that. See how he's offering me more? Because I'm making him feel good about it. I'm like, good boy. His head comes up. I just wait. Good. Now I'm going to invite him in for a moment because I want a reward. He's giving me more of that. Instead of just looking out of the circle, He's starting to stretch his body, use his body better, lower his head. So I want him to feel successful about that. So, you know, and you've heard me say it a bunch of times, I'm always looking for where can I reward. So I'm always looking for positive changes so that I can reward. And I feel like that helps the horse a lot to want to be a more confident learner, to enjoy learning, because there's a lot of rewards instead of a lot of discipline. Because if I do things right, the problems they'll go away. I don't have to address them unless it's something aggressive. I don't really have to address it so much. So I had planned on doing a little bit what I was doing before, like on the circle, just following his hind end a little bit to get him to start looking in. But he started offering me that lower head and using the body better, so I'm not going to throw that away. I'm going to take it. So I have a plan, but you know, I didn't have to use it because he started offering me something. And so I'm always flexible. I have ideas of what I want to do, but it also depends on what the horse does. It's good. That was very good. Now I want you back. I don't need you to throw your head around. Good. So he's a little bit worried right there. Like he wanted to start just going on the circle because he wasn't sure what the answer was. But I want him to learn to be patient and wait and not worry. Shaking his head, he's letting go of a little bit of anxiety there. Good. Good. But I don't want him leaving emotionally. I want to get his mind back first. He's giving me 2 ears. I'm going to slowly point in that direction. I'm going to bring my stick out here. He's not sure right there. Got to push him out. See that shoulder? Got to work on that shoulder. That's what I want, you know, him to get better at is. And if I'm too firm, though, he gets worried. So he's trying to figure out what I don't want him that close. Push the shoulder out. Okay, I'm going to push that shoulder. Push that shoulder. Yes. I'm going to push on the shoulder with my stick and string. I'm going to push. I'm going to block the eye. He doesn't want to go in that direction. I'm just going to help him. It's just a little bit of... He'd rather stay in my lap and he wants to feel safe. But he needs to find the answer. And by finding the answer, he's going to start feeling safe. Now I'm going to get really soft. I'm going to push on his shoulder. Push him out. Good. That's why I want to work with the barrels a little bit, because it makes more sense to him, because I'm pushing him around something. But right now, just trying to get him to get, there we go. Good boy. Keep going. Keep going. So his mind just gets a little bit locked up when he's not sure what the answer is. Good boy. Good, 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 good. 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 Keep going. Keep going. Out. That's the part I want to get better for you, so when you're doing it, you won't have that problem, because it's hard to fix it when you're learning. Now I'm going to ask for that way. I know. There. Good. So he's back in that learning frame of mind. He's getting a little bit worried. I'm just going to help him. Block so he can't go the other way. I'm going to back up. I'm going to push the shoulder. Push the shoulder. I'm going to push the shoulder. I'm going to push the shoulder. Good. Now I'm going to leave him alone on the circle for a minute. I'm going to put him out on the circle so he can just rest his emotions, because he's getting a little worried about learning. because he's still not sure in his mind what the answer is. Good. I'm going to back up, close that door over there, and push that shoulder. Good. Push that shoulder. Now I'm going to leave him out in the circle. I got to push the shoulder, otherwise he's going to try to come to me. Now he's tripping with his foot right there because his emotions are a little bit up, so he's not paying attention to his feet. So that's why I'm giving him a little bit of time to be out on the circle and learn to relax out on the circle. So I'm trying to take care of his emotions while he's learning. And then I can go back. I'm going to push the shoulder. So with my body, I also walk towards that shoulder if I need to. I'm walking over that way. Now I'll let him go on the circle because he did that. He did it better. So I'm going to, yeah. So he's starting to let out his emotions sooner, starting to sneeze and relax a little bit. Because he's so worried about being wrong and getting in trouble. And I want him to know he's not going to be in trouble. I'm just going to help guide him. Good. Good. I'm going to bring him in and let him feel like he's got his head low. He's trying to relax. Hey, over here. Find me. I'm going to keep walking back until he finds me. There. Good. So I have to do it because we're back in learning right now. Instead of reinforcing and refining what he knows, he's kind of in a learning frame of mind because he gets a little worried and stuff and not sure what the answer is. So I got to do a little, find some relaxation, give him a break, let him decompress, and then ask again. So every time I get his emotions up a little bit, I try to go back to finding some relaxation. Because I don't want to just keep dumping emotions in there and dumping it until he gets so much he wants to explode. I put a little bit in because he's learning, so that creates concern and worry. And then I wait and try to get a little bit of relaxation. So now he's licking his lips a lot and he's blinking and he's feeling better. But now, because I want the circle game to get better too, and he's starting to find relaxation there. After I do a couple figure eights and I feel like it's a little bit better, then I'll let him relax on the circle, then I'll bring him in. So I want him to do more than just relax at a standstill. I want him to be able to relax in motion. I know, you're a good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. Push on the shoulder, push on the shoulder. Once I get the shoulder out, then I can put energy behind him with my stick and string. Tap the ground a few times if I want him to pick up speed. Good. Good. Yeah. Very nice. Very good. Very good. I'm going to start walking this way. I'm going to push the shoulder. Yeah, good. I'm going to push the shoulder. And then I'm going to let him relax out, push the shoulder out so he goes back on the circle. And then I'm going to relax in my body and just let him relax for a minute. Good. Take him back out here, push on the shoulder. I'm going to back up. You're okay, you're okay, you're okay. You're okay. Good. Help him find the answer. Good, he's licking his lips. So I'm just taking care of his emotions and helping him find the answer without trying not to let him get too worried about it. Good. Good. Good boy. I love that you're offering me all that. Yeah. So now I'm going to walk towards his shoulder so I can push him around the barrel. Take some slack out of the rope, push him around that barrel. Close that door. You can't come this way. Close that door. Yes. Wait for relaxation. Hi, good. So he's sneezing, licking. Now I just want him to lower his head. So I make sure I'm very relaxed in my body, and I'm just going to wait. But I want him to maintain that trot. Good. There. I'm going to back up and let him come to me. Good. So I'm constantly trying to take care of his emotional state of mind. Helping him to learn without getting too emotional about it. Good. Now he's really doing some licking. You know, it'll be really nice after we've done this pattern a few times, like maybe the next session or two, because I'll be able to start doing very little and he'll start going around it. He just doesn't understand the concept yet. But I'll be able to like take a couple steps back and then just push the shoulder like that, and it'll end up being just a whole lot less. But right now, because he's learning, I have to help guide him through it. And the more he gets it, the more I start leaving him alone and allow him to figure it out. But we got to take care of those emotions first, because he gets worried when he's learning. But because I helped him through it, if you look at him now, he's got his ears forward. He's got a really nice frame of mind. His breathing's relaxed. His facial muscles are all relaxed. There's no tension there. Lots of licking, because I've taken care of his emotions along the way. I'm as easily, or as I'm trying to give him the answer with as little pressure as possible, just like closing doors, and just going, you can't go that way because that door's closed, and just waiting on him to find the answer. Instead of trying to make him do it, I'm trying to help him find the answer the best I can. Good. Good. So right now, we're doing the same game over several times because I want to wait till I feel like he's got the idea. So I'm doing a little bit, give him a break. Do a little bit, give him a break. Once I feel like he goes, oh, I understand, then we get off of it. But I need to do it long enough that he understands what his job is there. So he's dumped his cup. He's blown, he's licked, he's yawned. His breathing's normal. Good. So I'm gonna disengage him right here. Have him move his hind end away. I want you to look at me and move the hind end away. I'm gonna do a few of just asking him to go on the circle, sending him out on the circle, because that seems to be a problem right now. So I want to make sure that that's clear. So I'm gonna breathe in, slowly point in that direction, lift my stick. Now he got it. Then I have to leave him alone for a moment so he understands that that was the right answer. That was the best one today. Now he's got his head nice and low. Good boy. Good boy. So I'm going to take the slack out of the reins, or the line. I'm going to lift it. I'm going to put pressure towards his hind end and ask him to move it away. Good. And turn and face me. Good. I know, you're a good boy. I'm going to ask him to back up. I can wiggle the rope to ask him. I can create commotion down here like this with rhythm, with my stick and string. Now I'm going, because I want him a little bit away from me before I ask him out in the circle. If he's too close, it's hard to get it to happen. So I'm going to breathe in, slowly point in that direction, lift my stick, and he got it. That was very good. Now I'm going to relax, let him relax on the circle for a moment before I ask for the barrels again. Good. I know. Good. I'm going to back up, take slack out of the line, put pressure on the, push the shoulder. Good. Let him go in the circle for a minute. Push the shoulder, back up, take the slack out of the rope, push the shoulder. It's not beautiful yet, but it's getting better. He's starting to understand. But then he wants to come and you know, camp out on my lap afterwards and find safety. But I want him to find safety right there. I want him to find safety by lowering his head, relaxing on the circle. Yeah. Take the slack out of the rope. Move the hind end away. Back up a little bit. Good. Yeah, that was good. So it's starting to get a little bit more manageable now. Good boy. So I want to do one more to each side of him, sending him out on the circle to make sure he understands, and then if you want, then you can try it. It's up to you. No, I mean, this is whatever you want it to be. But I can be right here too, so if you have a problem, I can help you. If you want to. It's up to you. So, hi. I'm going to breathe in, stand up tall, slowly point in that direction, lift my stick, and there he goes. Nice. Good. Yeah, good. And then you have two choices. You can either disengage him like I did, or you can just ask him to come to you. Good. Ah, but then you gotta get big so he doesn't come into your space. He respects that, but he just like doesn't know. You know, he loves that getting close.